your mustache will. Let me use your finger. There you go.
That's a good one.
See, now you're trying to do that anti-comedy thing.
Oh.
In a team atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Oh,
mine is different.
Mustache mug.
You do that all the time, Joe. Shut up. And you know you do. Everybody's like, yeah. You're like, yeah. Or something.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Hey.
Will's calling you out right now,
Big
Joe.
dummy. I'm saying you're faking a
You
fraud.
need to go home. Ready? All right. Hey guys, welcome to Tabla Talk. I'm Joe Beretta.
I'm William Haynes.
I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
You're gross. That's so gross.
It's beautiful and manly. I don't know what you're talking about.
Trisha.
You're doing it for somebody out there right now.
I know.
I think
I'm
it's
doing it for a lot of people out there right now.
Someone's got that Yosemite Sam fantasy. Is that his name?
Yosemite
Sam?
Sam
Yosemite
fantasy?
Sam,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Yosemite Sam.
That's so weird. Mm-hmm. If you guys couldn't tell, this episode is brought to you by DollarShaveClub.com. So you can use all their stuff for Movember and trim up and style your facial hair with their products.
Mm-hmm. Then you can have a beautiful mustache like me.
I shave twice a week at most. Nah, like 3. How often, if you wanted to stay clean shaven, how often would you have to shave, Joe?
Me?
I will.
Yeah.
I have to shave twice
Feel what it's like to be a real
a day.
man.
Twice a day.
No, I got
You're
it
joking.
every 2 days. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Ew, it's like in my
There
mouth.
you go. It actually, you pull it off a little bit.
Hello, ladies. What do you do? Would you like to have drink with me? I'm gonna have a root beer.
Well, if you're only having drink, you would share that root beer, no?
Would you like to have some of my root beer? It's a kale ale.
DollarShaveClub.com/SFNerd.
I have a mustache in my eyeball right now.
Lucky.
Is it a mustache
hair
hair?
in my coffee.
In your coffee?
That sucks.
How many of your mustache hairs get in your coffee?
None. This stuff sticks to my
It
face.
sticks.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
Steve's mustache and beard hairs get all over everything.
My regular hair.
Everything.
My regular hairs get everywhere. They're always falling off. What's going on? That's some type of anti-comedy thing? It's not team.
Oh, here. Oh, boy.
What's that say? What's going on? What's going on? Oh.
Should we go back?
I suppose we have to.
I guess we have to go back.
You guys, we did it.
We did it. So
We made
that,
it.
guys, that
No,
was.
you can't read it.
I'm not going to. I'm just going to say that was from Talking Dolphins on Reddit.
Thank you.
Let's give
Thank you,
that to-
Talking Dolphins.
Let's give this to Owen, because he needs to know what it says. All right, get ready to catch
Catch,
us, Owen.
Owen.
Here we go.
Catch Owen.
Here we going.
Here we
Here
go.
we go. Oh, so close.
You almost actually hit the lens.
So
Okay.
close.
We'll just put this up here.
Oh, yeah.
That thing's all up inside me now.
I know. I keep like poking in my eye because there's still mustache hairs
Gross.
on
I'm
my
gonna
eye.
poop Dollar Shave Club. Ugh.
Okay. Jackson Bradford at JacksonB12 says, if you could go back to college, what would be your major?
Oh.
Well, my first inclination was to say not theater, but that's not true. I had a crap ton of fun as a theater major for 4
Really?
years. It was a real good time.
And you're kind of utilizing it.
I am
It's
kind of
gotten you to where you are.
Although, when you go to LA and you go to auditions, they don't care if you've been trained.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been better off probably majoring in something that, like computer science, that I could have gotten a job with.
That's a good one. I
And
think I might
then-
pick that up.
Yeah, computer science would have been awesome because then you can use that to get a job while you're pursuing acting. Because at least in LA, like I went to my first audition and they just wanted us to show profiles and say one line. And I was like, I can do Chekhov and Shakespeare and nobody gives a shit here. It was a very upsetting moment.
I would. I don't know if I would have changed my major because I was a broadcast major and I've utilized it and I enjoy that I'm still
You're definitely
using
using
all that
it.
stuff and
Yeah.
it's helped me get to where I am. But I would probably double major in something. Computer science is a good one.
Yeah.
I might have got that teaching degree because it's something I want to fall back on.
Okay.
What a fun. You be that fun history teacher.
You would be
Or
that
I'd
I'm
just
Joe.
be so
teacher.
over it.
Yeah.
And
Or
you'd be
so
watching
over-
videos air day.
I remember one of my history teachers was going through a divorce, so we watched Forrest Gump for a long time. Not a joke. Like legitimately.
Just kept replaying the Jenny parts.
Like the
Jenny!
and he's just standing there looking at it.
and then at the end of the movie, when she dies of AIDS,
He's
he
like,
just applauses.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that teacher. But like when I went to a film school, and as you guys know from being around me, I hated going to film school.
Yeah, you
They'd be
did,
like,
baby.
oh, it's that time of day, gotta leave, having fun at work to go to film school to sit there and hear somebody complain about movies. And then that's when I started to realize that I don't get. I think that was one of the first things that made me realize I don't care about anything.
Well, that's when you realize you can just hang out with Steve and he'll complain about movies.
And he'll complain about
Education.
it's just, oh goodness. But like in a good way. So if I could go back, I would definitely, I always said if I was a billionaire and I didn't have to worry about money or actually trying to make a living, I would just do animation. That's something I've always wanted to do,
That's
but
awesome.
I can't do.
That would be cool. I like that. I would also
Maybe even computer animation like Pixar.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I went to like grueling, but great. I went to college with the plan on being a PT, physical therapist.
Oh, really? Wow, that's so surprising to me,
And
Joe.
do I regret it? I don't regret not going.
When did
through
you
with
change
it.
from PT to broadcast?
I just like my sophomore year. It's
Okay.
like I woke up that day and I realized, oh wait, you're actually supposed to plan and think about your steps going through college. I didn't take the right prerequisites, so I would have taken biology late, and then I would have been in school for like an extra
and
2
PT
years.
is hard. That's a hard major.
Always interested me though. Yeah, I don't regret it, but I still think that world is pretty cool. It'd be interesting to be part of.
You do change. For anybody out there that's like just starting college, just realize that things are gonna change. Because I was 17 when my parents were like, get up out of here. And I wanted to go to school for journalism. Ironically, I kind of almost do journalism now.
Yeah. We kind of do.
Yeah, but
here.
they were like, you gotta go to film school because you like making videos on the internet. I was like, but no, I wanna do journalism. I wanna be Walter Cronkite. And they were like, no, you don't. And then here we are now.
Well, I remember my mom like face palming real hard when I was like, guess what? I'm gonna minor in theology. My mom's like, you're not gonna minor in something that you could ever make money with.
Yeah,
You're gonna
I mean,
major in theater and minor in theology.
those are the two ones that they tell you in film.
That's a
Like,
good hit, Jesus.
yeah, that sounded like it hurt.
Yeah, did you regret right after you did it?
No,
You
I have a hard head.
You're bleeding.
You're bleeding, Trisha. Yeah, I think I was reading about it, and it's like film, theater, and theology, and there was another one of the ones that you should not major in.
Philosophy. 'Cause
Philosophy.
That's, like if I
English
really
is probably up there.
English is up there. Communications is one of the worst. Yeah, when you're talking about like if you had all the money in the world and could just do whatever you wanted, I would be a lifetime student and just study theology and philosophy forever because
Really?
it's fascinating to me.
I've never been in a classroom and been like, and not since like my younger years, never in my college career was I like, I'm interested in the material. Maybe because my school was so bad. Did I ever tell you like I got an A in a class and I fell asleep every single week?
You weren't in the right
I
classes
was
for you,
not,
buddy. I
So-
You
started.
were bored.
I was
Yeah.
very bored.
You're a smart guy. You were bored.
Why,
I
thank
started
you,
taking
Joel.
philosophy, and I liked those classes more than my theater classes. And then I was like, oh, am I in the wrong major, maybe? But yeah, so if you're going to college, like Will said, you know, you're young, you're going to change. Like, just be open to your gen ed courses because something else may grab a hold of you and take you in a different direction, and that's okay.
Or join theater.
Teatre.
Theater's fun.
All right, let's do another
Theater's
topic.
fun.
Let's see.
I did have a great time.
This is from Rebecca Wood. She says, did your emotions mellow out as you got older, or do you still feel the same way you did as a teenager?
My emotions have mellowed out, and
You were more emotional?
I was more competitive. I was,
You're still pretty
aggressive.
competitive.
but I'm not. Like I don't.
You
care.
try to hold it back. Yeah, you don't care
I
about
don't care.
It's
Okay.
fun though.
But I've lost that need for a competitive edge, which is always fun for me. Not in like a I'm beating you type of thing, but like it makes you automatically set up goals for yourself. And then I got a little bit of the Will syndrome. It's like none of that matters. There's no point in exhausting my emotional fortitude for things like competition, be it sports or in work or whatever. And I miss it. I miss it because it creates that artificial drive for you to strive for things. And I'm like, I want to restoke those fires. It also creates a passion.
Yeah.
I don't have that anymore.
We have a little competition every once in a while.
Yeah, but it's like
friendly competition. It's not like I'm gonna kill you after.
Like when I decimate you, when you decimate Street Fighter. At the end of the day, I don't care.
Why is this chair here?
Like if I would have lost, I wouldn't have cared.
I'm gonna say it for the 1 millionth time. Yes, Joe, you did beat me in Street Fighter, but before we turn on the cameras, literally 15 times in a row, I beat you every single time.
Hey, Will,
I choked.
honey,
Trisha, I choked.
It's okay.
Trisha's not gonna be the same.
okay,
It's
baby.
irreversible. I lost.
See, I used to be like you, but that went away.
That's true. Like, I always forget that Will is significantly younger, and I try to think of, like, how I behaved at Will's age. You're much more mature than I was at your age. That's for damn sure. Maybe it's because you hang out with older people.
I do. I always think about that. I'm like, all my friends were like already like people by the time I was born. You guys all could have held me.
I know.
Yeah.
As a baby.
So
That's
weird.
very
Especially
true.
when I'm hanging out with Steve all the time. Steve was already himself who he is today by the time I was born.
Yeah.
That's so funny. But I prefer it that way. I prefer to hang out with you.
Well,
guys.
that's when I was 21. Like when you talk about like, did your emotions mellow out? Yeah, I was the most dramatic, like crazy stereotypical theater kid in the universe in high school and college. Like dramatic about everything, over emotional about a lot of things. Like I was a little nutters, and I've definitely mellowed out as I got older. But some of me misses it. Like sometimes I see like Birdman, like when I see like crazy emotional actors, I'm like, I miss that. That was great.
I think that's what drives you to it. I think there's a lot of people in acting for a lot of different reasons. Some people are like, I want to see my face on that big screen. I feel like you like really like to do all that crazy stuff. Like Lee likes characters. That's like why Lee is into
when
it.
when I was little, like something would happen and I'd be like, it's the end of the world, and I was the first one to like throw myself on the floor and like it's so dramatic.
We've talked about this before, I think.
That's why you like that Shakespeare stuff.
I
Your
love
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
Is really bleeding.
Yeah, you're
Thank
from
you.
hitting your phone.
Thank you. I hit it very dramatically.
I think we talked about. Were you on it? I can't remember. We talked about this before. What kept me away from theater were those people.
Sorry.
Because I was always interested in high school, but I couldn't stand people that were always on and talked like this in normal conversation.
Oh,
Are
I
you
didn't
going
do
to
that.
third period? Are you late?
But I thought those people, I did think those people were hilarious.
God, it was the worst.
Like, just like being at the point when, and I still kind of get like this when I watch really, really good pieces of art, but being at the point where like, have you ever seen Medea? I'm guessing you probably have not.
You are not talking about the Medea that people know now.
No.
You're talking about the Shakespeare.
I'm talking about the Greek classic, Medea. But like you watch that and like I'm one of those people that watches it and like emotes with the show, and like I leave feeling like I've been through this amazing experience and I'm gushing about it for like I still do that when I see really, really good art. But I used to like everything, like I was hypersensitive to everything like that.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, I need to do that. I need to make other people feel the way that I just felt when I experienced that. Like I was very passionate about it.
I guess for me, when I was younger, I mean, like, I guess we could say 5 years ago when I was like, what, 16 or something like that, I was, I guess, I think it was more emotional. Just a little bit, though. Just a little bit.
Because your hormones are like,
Yeah, I was just, and just a little bit. I think it really this year, in January this year, it just all changed for me. I was just like, that's when I had my most existential crisis where I realized that everything is just, doesn't really matter. That's when it came to me. That's when it happened. And I was like, oh man, everything I believed for this long probably doesn't.
It's like
really...
you shed your skin and your prior exoskeleton is just sitting on the floor, and that's that one took your smile.
Yeah, that
one's just sitting there smiling.
Can I just point out, in this past 2 weeks, almost everyone I know, I've smiled and they're like, wow, it's weird when you smile. Like, yeah. Like 4 different friends on different instances have all said and like you, Owen, and Steve all laughed at me.
You're like, did you kill somebody?
Did
you kill somebody?
No.
Why are you smiling? You killed somebody.
Why are you smiling? I don't
think
know.
you're a bright star when you smile.
Thank
Will.
you.
See, isn't that
gross.
beautiful?
Your head is bleeding.
Yeah.
Isn't it
I don't know.
beautiful?
I hope in the next 5 years I like find like I don't know like something that makes me like really
In
emotional.
conclusion, you
will.
slowly die on the inside
As you get older.
That's what we all just said.
Yeah.
That's all we all just said.
Yeah, all the dreams go. We
No,
talked about that before,
You just
right?
become a little bit more realistic, which is sad.
Some people live like that forever.
Okay.
Oh, great. Okay. Geekbite, spelled very creatively, says, who would be your primary target if you could mentally control other people's bowel movements?
Oh my goodness!
So
really?
basically, like, who's your enemy? that
Who would
just
you
wanna
Professor
make poop all
X
over
to
the
make
place?
poop? Like,
To make poop whenever I want?
yeah. But you can do anybody, but like, who's the one that you think you would make poop the most? In our immediate vicinity, it'd be Steve, because it'd be hilarious every single
would
He
time.
would love it too. He
I don't,
wouldn't be
he
mad
would get
about
tired
it at
of
all.
it, but Steve just overreacts when anything happens to him. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, you made me poop again!
Yeah, it would be that all day.
Oh.
It would be that all day.
I think it'd be Phil, but I wouldn't tell him it was me. I would never tell him it was me.
That would be
Phil,
hilarious.
did you poop again?
They're like, how'd you know, dude?
That'd be
What'd
hilarious.
you do?
You just got this look on your face when you poop. It's, man.
Like, I know.
Midstream, and then you got to sit in it
That's
for an
like,
hour.
are you seeing somebody?
I'd always be in the bathroom when he was going there. You're gonna have to do better with that, buddy.
I know, what if that was my shot?
Oh, you're gonna have to do better again,
Oh,
buddy.
boy.
Don't keep letting it fall.
Okay.
Buddy, you're gonna have to do better than that.
I would want to choose someone that's like super, super pristine and like polished all the time. Just because it'd be hilarious.
I'm glad no one's chosen me.
Whoop. Gosh, I mean, and then think of like anybody in the world. That,
Right.
Like,
Yeah, someone that's like super pristine and polished all the time and just perfect because.
like every time Keira Knightley gives like an interview,
Ah, yeah!
make her poop herself. Oh.
It'd be so funny.
Well, I was really getting into the craft, and
Yeah.
I found myself, I couldn't get out of the character. Once I was,
You know, Keira Knightley is like, beautiful,
She's beautiful.
and she looks like that other woman, Natalie Portman,
Natalie
who's also
Portman.
beautiful.
They are both beautiful. Natalie Portman's a way better actress, though.
I like them both.
would you make him poop?
Yeah.
They were twins in Star Wars.
They were twins in Star Wars.
Really?
Well, they weren't twins, but she was the.
Yeah.
They
the
both
stand-
played? Who, I mean, Natalie Portman, no, Keira Knightley was Padme, or was it, who actually played? I don't know.
Bum bum bum.
I'm gonna have to Google that later. Oh no, Joe, my first office poop.
Guys, thanks for watching Table Talk. That got weird at the end, didn't it?
Will's first office poop. Oh, because have we talked about that you don't poop at the office?
We have said that.
Okay,
I think that was like
so-
my first table talk.
Yeah.
A lot of my personal information came out on the first table talk.
Never poops at the office, doesn't drink.
Everything. People were
Yep.
just like, "What's wrong with you, Will?" Well, let me tell you.
It's not what's wrong with you, it's what makes you unique.
Oh yeah.
Makes your smile creepy. I'm Joe Beretta.
I'm Trisha Hirschberg.
I'm Willem Hain.
Bye!
Bye, guys! Ew.
What if that's the power, though? You had to make that sound so everybody would know.
Oh
But...
yeah.
It's like you have to actually do finger guns.
Sup, Chuck?
Good morning.
Get a haircut?
I feel like I'd be so mad every morning.
Me too.
Because I'd come in and inevitably one of you assholes would be like, hey,
Yeah.
Trisha!
Hey, Dale, did you
I
have
do love
coffee
this.
this morning? No? Don't matter.
Don't matter.
Ah! We're all in on it.
There's a 10-person
like it.
line.
Now it looks like you're pooping out of your dick.